Hey Water Peeps, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul, the weekly hot tea. So this is for people with a lot of water in their charts or anybody who might be wanting to key into their emotional life this week. This is the reading for you. I'm going to do a Greenwood reading which will go through your conscious and your subconscious, where your energies are at, and I am then going to follow up with individual star signs. So I've been using some Australian Dreamtime reading cards and wildflower cards. So I'm going to give us one out of those, and let's see what the general feel is before we get into those individual star signs. So this has been developing for me over 6 months. Oh, this reading has sort of come to a spot where I sort of like it. So we're going to work with the Greenwood as our reading for our weekly. Because you know what, it's sort of short and sweet, and that way, you know, the weeklies are something you can get something out of it. It's not like forever long. And I started doing pick a deck readings. Right, Pathfinder. I'm not sure that we haven't had this before, the Southern Cross. All right, so in the Southern Hemisphere, for those people who are not from the Southern Hemisphere, you cannot see this in your sky. You can only see it from the southern. So once you get past and over the equator, you can actually see the Southern Cross. This particular set of stars has a couple of pointer stars that go with it, and when you draw it up correctly, this will give you where your where south is. This is a guidance set of constellations for you to put your guiding light on and be able to focus your path and your journey, and so they were using this as a pathfinder. So it may be that you're going through pathfinding situations. Let me actually do the reading. There's a bit of storytelling in this. All right, so because I like to do a bit of reading from the book, because you know what, we can interpret, and then they've got everything for you. Let's see what they say about the Southern Cross. Night sky. Ooh, so it's very particular. What have we got? Southern Cross, Pathfinder. So let me turn that back over for you. Growing up, the Southern Crosses are the first installation I was taught to look for. Me too. Okay, I was told how to pinpoint in the directions that are visible during different times of the year. It is associated with points of the compass, like the compass helps you find your path and place. It is also associated with goals and ambitions. Where are you headed? What you wish to achieve during this time here on Earth. The Southern Cross card challenges you to get on with the task of doing what you came here for, and look what path you're on through this life and navigate the plans accordingly. It may be a case of drawing up a little map of all the places you have been and what you have learned on each journey. Now is the time to set your course by using your stars as your guide. Set the world in and walk on your path. Learn new lessons and become all you ever wished to be. All right, this is wish fulfillment and following your path on top. So this is our pathfinder. This is our guiding light. This is wish fulfillment. And what it's saying is maybe look back and see what the essence of you is like, and work out how to move forward with that as your pathfinder. All right, so this is soul journey stuff. All right, Water Peeps. That's really interesting. That's really interesting, because the other card that fell out is the night sky, and that soul journey sort of stuff is exactly what it says on the bottom of the card. All right, Water Peeps, you are in the middle of a strong soul journey. This is about finding your path, finding the things, looking back at your life and actually pulling it together to find that sum total of what it is, where your soul journey is, and using your guiding lights in the night sky. That's so funny, because that's the only other thing I saw in the book was the night sky. That's so fun. I love how this works, Water Peeps. All right, so I'm going to give us an Australian wildflower. Let's see what we get from there. Okay. Oop. Wow, the rosella flower. So we've got strength and intestinal fortitude to go with this, to put yourself on your pathfinder. So what are we looking at? The rosella flower. Let's read it. I love a bit of a rosella flower. A bit of storytelling. Here we are. Strength begins within. Rosella flower is showing the areas that need strengthening and asks you to look within for those answers. Opening up, and so that's what your soul journey and the Southern Cross is asking for you to open it up and find your answers. Okay. Strengthening asks you to look for the answers within. Opening up of which you never knew could be possible. New heights attained, renewed vigor for life and project. It all begins with strength at the core and realization that this is what needs working on right now. Step up and be heard. And do not waver from your intentions. Match action, voice, and mind with conviction. The challenge of the Rosella is not opening up and being too fearful of failure. Overextension of resources must be watched as well. As a healer, the Rosella flower aids hypertension and is a great all-round energy booster. All right, so this is about keeping focus as well. So you've got strength to find, open up, find your soul journey. This is real fun, Water Peeps. I love this. I love it, I love it. I've got a lot of stars, a lot of wishing energy in there. All right, what's the Earth Magic cards got for us today? What do the Earth Magic cards got for us today? Oh, Water Peeps. So I'm going to do a lot of love readings. I've got partnership readings. I don't usually do a singles reading because I don't like the word single because I think somebody's whole and then you're looking for a partner, right, to be whole. And so single is just a weird word, I think, to be honest. All right, we're looking for harmony. Harmony in music. I turned on the music before I really listened to Guardian of the Galaxy soundtrack this morning. That really is fun, right? Find your music, find your harmony. This is about finding in the harmony. This is about finding it in a path and finding something that harmoniously works for you. All right, so it could be, it needs to put on your music. Yesterday I translated this as put on your music. It's a full moon. Change your vibe, change your vibration. Look for something that is harmonious, something that harmoniously works for you. Maybe you do need some of those binaural beats or something go to sleep to. All right, but this is finding harmony in your life. And let's take one from the Archetypes deck. Ooh, and there we are. Oh, the Queen. The Queen. Oh, and then that was the other one that was left on the table. Queen and the Siren. All right, these two women have the strength. This is a strength of heart and love. Like this siren, she's a real embodiment of a love and a sort of, that whimsical romance, I guess, of this siren. And we've got the Queen. So this is embodying both of those. You might be embodying the Queen. All right, this is really taking on yourself. All right, I really like this. Water Peeps. There's a strength in your soul journey. There's a strength of the Queen and the siren together. Queen and the Siren, I really like those two. It's been interesting. The fire sign came out with two together. I was like, they're an interesting combination. I like the archetypes for that. That moves us on to the Greenwood. All right, that sets us up. That sets us up for where we are. So we're looking at our soul journey and opening up and letting go of things that aren't serving us. And really stepping up, and you can work on your hypertension in this. You are the Queen and the Siren. That's sexy. Bit of music, bit of harmony. All right, so I'm going to turn down for the Greenwood. So the Greenwood starts with present state. It starts with where we are. So let's see where we go, Water people. Thank you for being here. Okay. So after this, I'll do the individual star signs and see how it goes for each individual group. But let's do the overall water reading. What have we got for the Water Peeps? Our love, emotional connections, our Water Peeps. Present state. All right. This card. This guy's seen as a bachelor card or a player, and it really gives him a really bad energy. This guy is sort of looking for inspiration. He is looking for faith. He is looking for something divine. You've got the divining rod in the bottom here. It's cunning, it's smart, right? But the reason that it's seen as he's not settling down is because he's not settling down. His spirit is driven to find things that the spirit is driven to find things. So you might find that you're in this passionate position with this person. You might find that that you're the person. This is a player energy, and that means it just means that you're not ready to settle down, right? Is what that is. All right, present state. So that could be you, or it could be someone that you're involved with. Water Peeps. All right, so the next card is your spiritual mediator. It's the short stop. All right, so this is the next energy for you to meditate on and really think about and connect with. All right, so this is a transition. And so this might be a spot where we're not settling down, and this is a very water card, you can see, but it's slightly disconnected to the water. It's sort of, we're reflecting the moon. And so while we're going through this transition inside of here from one place to another, this reflection, we look back on ourselves and we look back on it with a different view when we're not connecting ourselves to it emotionally. We see where the outcomes have led us, where they bring us into all of this. All right, so this is a moment of reflection on your past and where it brings you into the future. So it's a spot where you can just sit and look and view at your life and go, sometimes things have worked out this way because of this, or that way because of that, without being emotionally attached to what's going on. Right, so The next card is your conscious will. It's what you consciously think about what's going on. And I've thrown it right over there. Okay, give me a second. All right, over there. Oh, you consciously think about what's going on. All right, so this is the Earth Queen. This is our earthy queen. So this is like this real strength and stability, looking after our home, looking after our bills, looking after our children, protecting this on a real feminine level, you know, really protecting the garden, and you're making sure the larder's stocked and everything is sort of in order. She's this very sensual, earthy woman who's grounded. So this might be somebody you know, or this actually could be you trying to wanting to embody those qualities, and this is what you're searching for. Perhaps maybe this fox makes you feel sensual and makes you feel this sensual situation, or that has brought you to this spot with your reflection that you really want to feel this earthy grounded connection in the Earth Queen. The next card is the source of your power, driving force. All right. Oh, again. So not surprisingly, one leads into the other. This is protecting. This is a rest spot. So we go 1, 2, 3, rest in these cards in every suit. So you find that this is about, you know, pulling everything in, reining your budget in, protecting what you've got, protecting your children. This is exactly that same spot. So the reason you consciously are looking for that, maybe in business and looking after, making your money and stuff, is because like your driving force is to create a situation of stability, perhaps for your children, or you know, keeping that foundation nice and strong and everything in order. It's a spot to breathe inside of it, and maybe pull in your expenses a little bit and see what you've got is enough in this protection and what you've got in the world. All right, so that's the source of your power. The next card is the unconscious empathy. What do we unconsciously think about? Okay. All right, so the world is turning. So the reason that we're sort of protecting our own, we know that things have turned. We know that we had to let go of things. We know that this is going to fold on. And so it's a real spin the wheel sort of thing. It's like everybody sort of has to, when things are going on and a little bit of chaotic, we need to sort of sometimes retract and work out how to protect ourselves. And you might need to trust your intuition and where things are going. And that's why this reflection is, that you're trusting your intuition to make yourself stable and strong. All right, but this is really about, you know, we need to let go of some things, we need to hold on to some things, and in the letting go and the holding on, and when we add things into our new makings, we put new colors in our cloak, and that's what this card is about. This Wheel of Fortune is always going to turn over, and we add and we take, we let go and we put more in, and that's it makes the colors of our life. And so undercurrent, you know that the wheel has turned, and we definitely know it has. The Wheel of Fortune has turned. Okay, the next card is the challenge. What's the challenge for the Water Peeps? What's the challenge for the Water Peeps? Alright, Water Peeps, what do we got right here? Ooh, you know, this queen and this queen really can sit together. We've got two queens sitting here on the table. You know, this siren and this siren might be sitting here together as well. We've sort of got this tail and this tail sitting here together. I love that stuff. I love the crossover. Alright, so the challenge. All right. Sometimes this card is about seeing that we've got enough. If this is our challenge, you know that we have. What have you got in your quiver? All right. So the challenge is working out what your potential energy is, what you're aiming at, what you're focusing in, bringing it all in so you can apply it in the practical, physical world. So this is a card of really taking on the world and taking on the challenge to use your skills. So we know what we've got in our quiver. We know who our companions are, and we know that we've practiced. So this card is asking you in your challenge, do you know that you're enough? Do you know what your skills are? Do you know that you can hit the target? All right, this is the Chariot in another deck. This is the Archer. This is taking aim and focus. This is about your potential energy. And so your challenge is harnessing your potential energy properly. Okay. Nice, thank you very much. All right, so the next card is for the Water Peeps is the healing element. All right, so the Hearthfire, eight of wands. So these wands are all turned in. They're all turned into what actually warms our heart. This is soul journey. This pathfinder is about following what makes your heart what warms your heart. You bring all this inspiration, you turn it in, and what do you do with it? All right, you give yourself something you respect from it. That's what you do. That's the next line inside of this. That's the 9. And so this card, being the 8 of Wands, is sort of saying, you know, you're driven, your healing is going to be driven, this is your healing element, is driven by following the passions of your heart. What warms the house, your house, what warms your home, okay? The hearth fire within. So you're going to be driven by your passion. And that's what this is saying, is to be driven. Take stock on your journey. It's time to. All right, what's the general outcome for the Water Peeps this week? What's the general hot tea? Give me the hot tea for the Water Peeps. Just one, thanks. Ha! All right, because this is the next step. After this, you know, doing what, because when you follow the things you believe in, right? And you follow and you trust your hearth fire, all right? And how you know, the next thing is respect, right? And because these are the things you believe in. Nobody gets to tell you that it's wrong, right? This 8, you're manifesting your heart's desires in that card, all right? This is where you draw the respect. I'm the person who's made my life. I'm the person who will step up to the challenge of me. I will back myself here. I respect myself. This is a card of respect. I have earned all of these sticks, and I'm gonna hit you with one of them if you get too close and try to take my sticks. And you know what? This is a circle where you draw that line with that stick, right? Is where nobody can go past it. That's your boundary. You know who you're in that boundary is your choice, and it's because you respect them and that you want them to, that you hope they respect you. And if they stay outside that stick, it's because you're going to choose that that's where the line is, and that's where they're going to respect you, and that's where you don't get inside that boundary. So this is really interesting outcomes. It's from this situation, from you taking your path, from you finding this harmony and the strength to follow your soul journey, you know, and reflecting on this, on what you want to become. You know, how you apply this is really by respecting your heart's journey, and that's your healing element and the outcome. That's real fun. All right, Water Peeps, got a lot of stuff in here. My little mermaids. All right, so the next 3 cards are going to be, so this is individual. So I've got this overall for everybody, and from here, skip to your individual star sign, guys. So they're going to be tagged in the description below. So the first star I read for in water is Cancer. All right, Cancer, respect. The world has changed. Ooh. All right, what do we got? What do we got, Water Peeps? Cancer, what have we got? What do we believe in? What is this hearth fire? Let's clarify that a little. What do we got to clarify that? Oh, Cancer. There's a little bit of jealousy going on around you. Maybe there is a third voice that needs to be spoken. Can be about 3 people. Like, this could be 3 conversations that are going on. This could be a situation where people are cheating. This could be cheating going on in the background. This is about getting to the heart of the matter, really, this 3rd arrow. So this was the conversation that you're blinded to in the 2, which is injustice. But the 3 has that 3rd arrow. So this is a conversation starter. And so this is about getting to the heart of the matter. If there's something that hasn't been got to the heart of the matter, people might be jealous of you. You might be jealous of situations going on around you. You might be looking that you want something else that you're not getting. Like, there's a lot of reasons that jealousy could be apparent. All right, but really, if we're talking about getting to the heart of the matter, these are conversations that might need to be had, maybe to get you in with your archer here. All right, what else we got for Cancer? What do we got for Cancer? Oh. All right. This is recirculatory. This is recirculatory energy. Like, just like the 4 of Stones, this is a rest position. This is a rest of your emotions. No drama llama is what this card is, right? And so this is not things that are dramatic. It's like where you sit and, you know, the 3 is joy. So we're processing the joy, and we're really thinking about what makes us happy and recycling that, you know. So there's not a lot of like turbulence inside of this as we filter what we feel into these cups. It's the only one that turns out. And we've got the deer. This is the Queen of Arrows of Air, and she's drinking from this. This is refreshing. So we're refreshing perhaps our spirit while we sit on our emotions inside of this card. All right. So there might be a lot of talk going on about something, but it's really not moving, maybe. Something's betraying something in there. All right, one more card for Cancer. Let's see what we got. It's going to offering respect. The outcome is respect. And it's you following your heart and your drive, no matter what the conversations are. And this will turn out, because this is about soul journey stuff and believing yourself. I believe this came out last week. All right, this is the Queen of Wands. All right, so you now have 3 queens on the table. All right, so we've got this original queen. This is taking position, and this is to go with, maybe you're looking for, you know, your partner in this. This could be partnership energy, and this knight and this queen still sits in a really fiery, passionate rebirth inside of here. And this is all going to be driven by your passion and your faith. This may be somebody you know. This could be you, Cancer. But really embodying this position of a passionate queen that follows her heart and follows her spirit into what she believes, and getting this respect for herself. So there might be conversations, and you might be not necessarily loving the outcomes of those conversations, but this is going to give you a spot, Cancer, to really jump in and not be so imbued by your emotions, and really taking this step to work out what this is. Somebody being jealous of you, or you're jealous of something, and how you achieve that goal. Because this is really about you achieving, so you can get your hearth fire, and so you can respect yourself. There's a lot going on for Cancer in there. Like, I hope that's helped, but you're going to, just a little bit of faith goes a long way. Trust your instinct. Trust your intuition. Cancer is where that goes. All right, so the next card, thank you for being here, Cancer. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll catch you next week. All right, so the next card is, cards are for Cancer, Scorpio. Who have I got for Scorpio? What have I got? Oh, I got the power. All right, so 5 of Wands. We're in the middle of our senses. We're in the middle of our passion. So this step here with the hearth fire. All right, so this is about taking that passion and this respect for yourself, and really finding an impassioned spot to bury it, really. And this is sort of saying you are inside of this power. It is time for you to take respect in your willpower, and it's of your faith. And so taking faith of your passion and taking stock of that, and really taking control of your circumstance with that card there. Scorpio. All right, that's because this is really impassioned, strong king. This king is focused, his energies. He is trying to apply himself. He's applying himself. He's not trying to apply himself. This is a stoic and steady king. He's actually built his empire. Like, he's going to be able to communicate this. This is sort of, can be a Gemini card, this card. But this earthy king is practical, pragmatic, and knows how to use this power and strength to drive himself on a material plane to create material stability, is what this king is. Okay, Scorpio, one more. All right, empower yourself, believe in yourself is where we're at, Scorpio, because we've got emotional new beginning. This is not emotional new beginning. This is a water sign, water element child, or this could be this is like messages of love. Like, you might feel the love a little bit more. Somebody's going to branch out there, or it could be that you need to express your love more inside of you. So we've got some stability in here, believing in yourself, taking power in yourself, really expressing that. And there's some expressions in love in here, or this is, that you might get a little bit of love coming into out of all of this little bit of respect inside of here. All right, Scorpio, thank you very much for being here. Love you guys, and I will catch you next week. Hope that helped. Let me know. All right, so the next cards I have are, last but not least, are for Pisces. Pisces. What have I got for my Pisces peeps? One. Ooh. All right, so this is the emotional king, all right? This is the king of emotions, water element. So we're really talking about somebody who's got this euphoric feeling. They're not chasing their dreams. They're sitting inside of that euphoria. They're really in control, and that the strength of what they feel, and they apply that to the world in this really loving way. So this could be you, water element, or this could be somebody, that euphoric feeling. This could be somebody else, and all this could be a feeling that you get from that king provides. All right, so you're in a nice, happy place that you might be out with this path finding. Okay. Ooh, wow. All right, so Pisces, hold in there. Oh, my gosh. You don't get one king. You get two kings. So this is the king of passion. So these are two passionate kings, but two different ways. This one's spirited by the passion and what he believes deep down in his soul journey stuff. This one is the king of his emotions and that euphoric feeling that comes from those. So these two combined, these two energies combined, is a very passionate, strong evocation, and is really masculine level that we put it out into the world. So these could be people that you know. This could be you evoking these feelings. This is how you are emitting into this world, into the world at the moment. All right, Pisces, that's really strong energies to work with your challenge. There's really strong. It could be a couple of people that might be able to help you on your path in there, that they might be coming like to help on your challenge. All right, so this is definitely about working your path. When we toss and we turn, we talk about the Wheel of Fortune over here and knowing that the world is changing and the chance and fate inside of here. This is about the path and the world changing and going through your seasons and, you know, walking back on yourself inside of your labyrinth. This is your path as you keep walking. You know, there's a shortcut. There's no shortcut. We sort of walk back and we walk back and we walk back and we relearn and we relearn as we go through our seasons and change. This is a very mature energy sitting here, in embracing and you respecting yourself and your path in here. These two kings demand respect inside of your path. May mean with the two kings that you really have matured in a way that you can imply all of what your heart is and all of what your soul journey is, Pisces. You know, this could be that you're the man, like, and you just and this is each step we relearn and we regrow, and you know, this is about respecting that in yourself and regrouping and taking that aim to get your hearth fire, what things that really mean something to you. Okay, my Pisces people, I hope that really helped. I really love the Pathfinder and the Southern Cross turning up in here together, and this Queen and this Siren. Just amazing. All right. So it's been a thing of doubles today. I really hope that you got something from this, and I will catch you on the flip side. Love you guts. Catch you later.